Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 3, and today we're taking a look at the 2016 Koenigsegg Regera. Now this is a hybrid hypercar in the same vein of the likes of the Ferrari, McLaren P1 and the Porsche 918. Though only 80 of these will be built, costing $1.9 million each, which is more than either of those three cars I just mentioned. And it's worth every dollar and cent, quite frankly, because it's more powerful than any of those cars, quicker than any of those cars, and has a higher top speed than any of those cars. And yeah, the main reason for that is because of what it's got underneath here. It's got a 5-litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, which is helped along by a 4.5 kilowatt liquid cooled lithium ion battery, which powers 3 electric motors, which gives the car 1500 horsepower and 1474 pounds-feet of torque. So that is far more than any of those three cars that I mentioned can give it, and far more than any of the likes of the BMW i8 or the Acura NSX. So yeah, an extreme amount of power. It's also got the usual Koenigsegg doors and nice minimalist interior. Really is not much in here, but that's all because most of the entertainment stuff is all on that screen, which is controlled by one button. So yeah, simple car inside, but far from simple underneath. It's also got something called a direct drive system, which effectively eliminates the need for a transmission. So it's got one gear, and that's not because it's powered just by the electric motors. That's because it gives it a quicker acceleration rate. And yeah, I don't know why they've technically done it, but they've done it for many complicated reasons, and all I know is that it really does work. And yeah, we're not going to do the normal thing of taking this out onto the circuit, because yeah, you can't see how quick this car is on something that is small in terms of length of the track on something like that. So we're going to take this out onto free roam and take it on the highway and another place and just see what this car can do. So let's go out there and drive. So yeah, this is insane car. Sounds really good as well with that V8. Yeah, it keeps the Koenigsegg tradition also of having high rate of top speed and quick acceleration as well in all the previous cars that they've made. So yeah, one gear as you can see, so you can get wheel spin off the line, but there's no real point considering how quick this car can move forwards. So yeah, let's take this onto the highway and I can show you off its top speed. And then we'll go to the airport and I'll show you off something even funnier. So yeah, acceleration wise, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, 0 to 105.1, and your top speed of 251 miles an hour, which as you can see it's already getting to already. And there we go, 250 we hit there, but I don't want to go all the way down here because I want to show you off something even cooler. So yeah, whoa. But because it is rear wheel drive as well, you have to bear in mind that it has all of that torque, all of that power. It will spin out and it will bite back, whether or not you're ready for it or not. So yeah, it's extremely powerful. It's really not something you can take liberties with. Whoa! Even though I've got traction control on, it's still not something that's gonna, be calm and easily tameable, because having just the one gear means that that torque and that power is there practically no matter the revs, no matter how quick you're going. But because it has that one gear, it's also got something else going for it. And you might be wondering, why am I going the other way around? Well, because of this. Most cars going in reverse can do 40, 50. I've had cars that can do 70 or 80. But this isn't like other cars, as you shall now see. There we go, we're doing 150 already. We're now quicker than most cars can go in terms of forward propulsion. And now we're doing 200, 210, 200. Well, we'll just get into the rev limiter there, but we can actually do more than 230 miles an hour, which isn't an easy thing to do when going in reverse, because you have less control and the car's far more twitchy when in terms of steering. But yeah, the fact that this car can do that amount of power in reverse is absolutely insane. So yeah, not only is this car insane in forwards, but it's insane going backwards. I think it looks really good. The V8 sounds amazing. I like the technology behind it, though it does make the car as a strange, experience to drive. It's not like your Teslas or anything like that, which top out about 160 mile an hour, which have one gear, but this tops out at 250. So yeah, and also the fact that it's not like a Tesla, which is all electric, or like a the Ferrari or anything like that, which use the electric to fill in the gaps and give it a little bit of extra horsepower. This uses it all the time, all the way up to its top speed, and is only one gear, so you've got no real control over how that torque and how that power goes through those rear wheels. You've either got it or you haven't, which doesn't make it, like I say, for a hairy experience, especially when going around a proper circuit, which we'll show off now, because I feel like we do need to show this off in an environment where we have got twists and turns. So we're going to go there, and yeah, I'll see you when we get there. So now that we've seen what this car can do in terms of going in a straight line and in reverse, let's see what this car can do when it gets twisty. So yeah, it's unbelievable how quick this car is in terms of acceleration. It's in a totally different league to the other hybrid hypercars that we've had on either this game or other games, or just in general real life. But the faster you go, the more downforce you have, thanks to that rear spoiler and the body of the vehicle itself. And actually the body panels in general move about remotely to suit the needs. All of the body panels can be moved remotely, which again is something that we've not seen before, which makes this car a first of many. First car with 1 year to be able to crack 200 mile an hour. First car with one gear to have both combustion engine and electric. And yeah, only Koenigsegg could make such a thing, quite frankly. I would not expect any other car companies to do something like this. And the fact that they've only made it rear wheel drive as well is even more hilarious. But there is a benefit to having all this extra power through the electric motors, etc., and having no gearbox. It means that the car itself weighs less than 200 pounds more than it would if it just had a conventional gearbox and no electric motors, which again is incredible. The whole car itself only weighs 3,589 pounds, which is incredibly light for a car like this, with all the extra propulsion systems and the fact it's got a huge V8 in it as well, with turbos on it no less. So yeah, it's a strange car to drive for the first time, but it's a great car nonetheless, and it's a technological milestone, and yeah, it has every other hybrid hypercar out there absolutely licked in terms of horsepower, torque, top speed, acceleration, and just general insanity. Yeah, it might not be the easiest car to drive with all that power going through just rear wheels, but yeah, it's typically Koenigsegg in terms of its insanity and its high top speed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.